Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 5, Light. Objectives of this chapter: first, rectilinear propagation of light; second, applications of rectilinear propagation of light; third, pinhole camera principle and working, and factors on which the size of the image produced depends; fourth, shadows, umbra, penumbra, natural shadows, eclipses. First of all, we will discuss the basic terms. Luminous objects: the bodies which have light of their own, that is, objects which give their own light, are called luminous objects. For example, sun, stars, candle, bulb, etc. Non-luminous objects: the bodies which do not have their own light, that is, objects which do not give their own light, are called non-luminous objects. For example, moon, chair, table, etc. Transparent objects: those objects through which light can pass easily are called transparent objects. For example, water, glass, air. Translucent objects: those objects through which light can pass partially are called translucent objects. For example, tracing paper, waxed paper. Opaque objects: those objects which do not allow the light to pass through are called opaque objects. For example, wood, metals. Now, light. When you enter a room during the night without switching on the lights, are you able to see your bed or chair or table which are inside the room? The answer is no. But what happens when you switch on the lights? Now you are able to see the objects. This is because the light from the tube light falls on these objects. The objects then reflect this light into your eyes, and as a result you are able to see it. That is, light is a form of energy which excites in us the sensation of sight. We see an object because the light it reflects. Natural sources of light: sun, stars, firefly, etc. Artificial sources of light: bulb, torch, tube, candle, etc. Rectilinear propagation of light. Light propagates along a straight line. This straight line propagation of light is called rectilinear propagation of light. That is, rectilinear propagation of light is the tendency of light to propagate along a straight line. Let us try and understand the principle with the help of a simple experiment. Take three cardboards A, B and C. Make a small hole in their center and place them vertically. Place a lighted candle in front of cardboard A. When we look through the hole in cardboard C, we find that the candle flame is visible as long as the holes in the three cardboards are in a straight line. Now slightly displace one of the cardboards so that the holes no longer remain in a straight line. Again look at the candle flame from the other side of the cardboard. You do not see the candle flame. The reason is that light travels in a straight line and the holes in the cardboards are not in a straight line. Conclusion: light travels in a straight path called rectilinear propagation of light. Applications: the simple applications of rectilinear propagation of light are pinhole camera, formation of shadows, lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, photography, and the phases of the moon. Now, pinhole camera. The pinhole camera is the earliest camera to be made. It is a direct consequence of the rectilinear propagation of light. An ordinary camera has a lens that makes an image on film. In a pinhole camera, a small hole replaces the lens. It is based on the principle that a recognizable image is formed on a screen if light is allowed to pass through a small hole. The image formed using pinhole camera is real and inverted. Construction and working of a pinhole camera. Construction. A pinhole camera consists of rectangular box made of cardboard, wood or metal, closed from all sides. On one side of the box, a screen of semi-transparent paper is fitted. The side opposite to this face has a small pinhole. The box is properly sealed so that no light enters it from anywhere except the pinhole. To avoid reflection of light inside the box is blackened from inside. Now working. When a candle is held in front of the hole of the camera in a dark room, a small inverted and real image of the candle is seen on the screen. Narrow beams of rays from the entire candle pass through the pinhole to form this inverted image on the screen. If the camera is moved forward towards the candle, decreasing the distance of the object from the camera, the size of the image increases. If the camera is moved backwards, increasing the distance of the object, the size of image decreases, but the image remains clear and sharp. The size of the image formed by a pinhole camera depends, first, directly proportional to distance of the screen from the hole. Second, inversely proportional to the distance of the object from the pinhole. Third, directly proportional to the size of the object. Characteristics of the image formed by a pinhole camera. First, the size of the image is smaller than the size of the object. Second, the image formed is real and inverted. Third, the image is clear and sharp. Thank you.